Hey guys, I'll be on the mic in just a few, alright? Gotta refresh my coffee, do a couple things, and we'll go through all this. And I'll explain why we're going to the moon, when we're gonna hit the moon, and the date. Yeah, I don't know what God said, but Fibonacci said 5 million, and I'm gonna show you when that date is. We got a few things covered in these charts, and then I'll show you when we're gonna hit 5 million, guys. Bitcoin's bullish. Okay, guys, I'm here. Can you hear me? I am excited. I'm very excited. Bitcoin is headed to $5 million. I'm going to tell you when. We're going to cover a few things. Are you guys excited too? No, Bitcoin's not going to $10 million next month. Don't be silly. That's absolutely ridiculous. It's going to take a little longer than that, but it is sooner than most people think. And we are going to cover that. Before we do, I want to go and just show you what you get if you do want to access my Twitter, which is private, and if you want to access these charts. So right off the bat, guys, if you do want to sign up for these charts, the website is opticalartcrypto.com. The link will be in the description. I will pin it in the first comment after this video. I have Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals for $39 a month. Stocks and tutorials are separate tutorials that teach you how to create these charts. If you do want to do lifetime, make sure you contact me through the contact page. Send me an email. It is $2.99, but you get access to everything. Again, Bitcoin, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter is for $39 a month. $2.99 to get lifetime. So you just one-time payment to get all of it. So guys, let's just jump into this, and then we're going to go over the that $5 million price target, and I'll give you the day. Make sure you write it down. All right. We all know Bitcoin is the best performing asset ever. We know that the U.S. dollar is going to collapse. There is going to be inflation. They are just pumping out money. The printer is just printing like crazy. 2 trillion here, 3 trillion there, a trillion here, a trillion there. Guys, the dollar is going to tank. Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar. So we all know what's going to happen. The dollar is going bye-bye, and Bitcoin is going to be the new world currency, or at least the new store of value. If you have money in cash, you're going to lose everything. So if you put your money in Bitcoin, it's a safe haven. Better than gold, better than silver, better than diamonds, better than anything. So anyways, Bitcoin is bullish. We're going to cover that. Before we do, I'm going to show you a few price targets, show you what I've been calling, and just show you how you can play these charts. Obviously on the way up, we might have little drops here and there. Mostly it's going to be on the way up. I'm going to show you how to make the most of this if you do want to trade, if you swing trade, if you scalp trade, if you use leverage. These charts will come in handy on the way to the moon. I mean, hey, why not make a little extra money on the way up? You could hodl. If you're a hodler, this probably doesn't even matter. You can probably just kill this. You can just leave the stream now. But if you want to trade it on the way up and make more money, guys, I'm going to show you how to do this. So this was a tweet I made. I'm going to go through some of these charts, and then we're going to cover that where the $5 million target is. So guys, this was a tweet I made. This was on April 6th. I said, if we get a pump, it will probably be when we cross the yellow ring on the C1 chart. So this was the chart here. I'm just going to go back and forth. So this is the C1 chart. Notice I said if we get a pump, it will be when we cross the yellow ring on the C1 chart. This is that yellow ring, right? I mean, we were moving down it, we crossed it, and then we got a pump, right? Nice little pump. So you had a point to watch. When you cross this ring, you get a pump. So that played out. Right here, I said testing orange ring as resistance on the A1 chart. And I was referencing right here. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. I was referencing right here, rejection right here on the A1 chart. Notice you found support right here. This is the B1, A1. I use the B1, A1, and C1 chart currently. So I want to show you this. So right here, that is this chart. And let's match it up. So you can see right here I have this arrow. Let me put an arrow here. I just want to show you what you get when you get access to these charts. So right here, we got rejected, this orange ring right here. And that matches right here. You see that? Got rejected. We came down, we tested support, came up, tested a resistance. So you knew a point to watch potentially get rejected. We came down a total of, well, we pushed back up and tested it, but we came down a total of, well, that was about almost 5%. So that was a pretty good short if you shorted from this ring right here. Then this is what I was talking about. Look, rejected. It's because we did get rejected from this ring, which played out nicely. So let's go to the next one. Let's see here. I'm not calling for a drop. If it does get nasty, load up, peek at the Bitstamp daily moving averages. We'll cover this as well. This is where I said, I posted this in Discord. Just watch my magical yellow ring on the C1 chart. If and when we cross, expect a pump. Again, that is what happened right here. Again, cross the yellow ring, we got a pump. We are close to crossing the yellow ring on the C1 chart. Pay attention. So I kept telling you guys, pay attention. We cross the yellow ring and get a pump. That is what happened. For your information, current price, we are at resistance to A1, B1. We either get a pump soon or dump. This is the yellow ring, blah, blah, blah. We'll cover this in just a bit. See right here, we were getting this pump as it played out. This is a pattern we were in. Let's see here. Orange ring above on C1 matches resistance with the Bistant moving average 300, 200, 100. If we get above that, we're headed to orange ring above. So this is what I was talking about. Not this orange ring, this chart here. Let me show you this one. So this is what I was talking about. I said if we push up where we were currently at, I didn't make a tweet about it, but I said right here, if we get above, we are headed to the next orange ring above. So if you'll notice, when we pushed up, look where we pushed up to, right to this orange ring. This is what I was talking about. When you play these rings, resistance, came down to resistance, resistance, we got pumped to this orange ring. We came down, we found perfect support riding on this orange ring. So that played out nicely there. Let's see here, next resistance B1 chart. Let's see, I'm going through just a few of these. This tweet, I said I'm scared. It looks bullish, but it feels bearish. We did get a pump. This is what I was talking about right here. We would get a pump to this ring. And this was resistance as well. Notice we got rejected right here and almost made it to this point right here. Just a few more, guys. Watch for possible break of yellow support trend line on A1 charts. This right here, I was talking about. Let me make sure I'm on the right chart here. This is a C1. So this right here was a trab, and this was a reverse trab. So what I was trying to show you. Let me make this bigger so you can see it. So this right here was a classical trap. Right here you can see it dropped. We had a bottom, we pushed up. This is a reverse trap right here. So you can see the price pushed up and then we got topped out. So it looked like we were gonna come down. This is what I call a reverse trap. This is a trap when it's bearish, sideways, and then bullish. A reverse trap is when it's bullish, goes sideways, and drops. And you can see this is how it played out. This was our reverse trap right here. We pushed up and we came back down. Notice we found support right here on this B1 chart. This is previously a lot of support, 58,526. We came up, and on this one I was trying to find a point where we get rejected. And I was trying to find, I was drawing different lines trying to find out where we'd potentially get rejected. This is on the B1 chart. Let's go back to this one. So right here, I guess, is that line I was drawing. We did push above it. We came back down below it. Just want to show you how these charts played out. Refresh C1 chart. So this was interesting right here. So this was a tweet I made not long ago. And listen to what I'm saying here. I'd like to point out on the C1 chart, we're coming up on the next downward angle fib channel line. Lines from the same fib channel are marked off by red lines. Notice the first one was resistance for a while. The second one briefly. We're coming up on the next one for a possible point of rejection. And what I was talking about, if I make this bigger, you can see it. This is this chart on the right. You see this red line? So notice right here. This is what I was talking about, this red line right here. This is all the same fib channel line. This is red line here on one channel, red line, red line. So we hit this one, we got rejected, rejected, rejected. We got a pump when we crossed it. We hit this one, we got rejected, got a pump, came down to support. This was the next one. So I'm saying when we hit this point, it's possible to get rejected. And you can see right here, that is what happened. We pushed up, hold on. You can see we pushed up and we got rejected. We were finding support right here on this trend line here. Support, 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 support. We pushed up, we got rejected right at this point. So pay attention to this right now, your current resistance above to watch. If we break above this at any point, if we push sideways, we break above 60,471, you can expect to get a pump. If we're down here, let's say we come down and test 58,371, we push back up. We'll either get rejected at around 60,000 and come back down, but at any point we cross this, we could get a pump. That is what happened back here. Let me zoom out so I can show you this. So right here, this is one right here. We were rejected. Make this red so you can see it. So we got rejected. We finally pushed above it, got a pump, and then this one back here. This is the same fib channel line. This is what I was talking about. Resistance came down, resistance came down, and we've got a little push above it. We finally pushed above it and we got a pump. So that's why I was saying pay attention to it, and you can see that is exactly how it played out. As soon as we hit this point, we got rejected. So this is the point to watch. Either we continue down this fib channel line here, and just like I said back here with this ring, as soon as we cross this ring, expect a pump. I'm telling you the same thing. As soon as we eventually break above this fib channel line, you can expect a pump. In the meantime, we'll probably keep bouncing off of this and heading down. Once you cross it, that's the point you want to go long. So again, that's what happens. That's if you follow me on Twitter, I keep you updated with you know, these current charts, what to watch for, your support and resistance levels or whatnot. So guys, let's jump into we're gonna cover this chart really quick. So this does look somewhat bullish, I have to admit, and especially if we're going to be headed to $5 million, we have to continue to go up. Now it is possible we could break this, but notice that we have 2 daily candles open above this trend line right here. Now this is what I was talking about in the previous live stream. I said if we could not get above this, if we could not get above this resistance, then we would come down, we would break this point and come down and test the 20-week. Well, we are above this trend line now, which is bullish. Notice we keep coming down and testing it and testing it. So write this number down, guys, as long as we are above, right here. Hold on, that is not what I wanted. As long as we are above 59,000, guys, write that down. As long as we're above 59,081, that should be your stop. I'd have my stop set just a little bit lower. But again, 59,000 seems like the point to have your stop loss. As long as we don't break below that, your next target above to watch is going to be up here around 65,000. And if I pull this out, potentially if we push above that, maybe 68,000. If it takes longer, you know, this over here could be close to 70,000. But realistically, if we continue up, 65,500 to 68,000. Because we are above this, so that is bullish to continue up. And look, if we pull this out, let me just get rid of this MACD and RSI. So if we pull this out right here, this is a potential pattern we're in. So this is what we're watching to see. If we continue up, this was our resistance, support, got resistance here. We came down, found support. I was telling you this, guys, this is your point to buy. Hope it holds. If not, we come down, test the 20-week. It did hold. We pushed above this, found support. So it looks like we're potentially headed back up to test this point. If we get above this, this is your top right here. Now, if either we get rejected and we come back down, we break this, we test the 20-week. Guys, it's looking kind of bullish. We all know the dollar is going to collapse. So chances are we'll probably hold support, move sideways, come up, test the top of this. I'm bullish, guys. We're probably going to break up from this. I don't know if this would be a bull flag or if this would just be a pattern we're breaking up from. So we can look at it 2 ways. We can say that we'll break this distance here. And if we pull this up from, I think you go from the top, that's potentially what? I think you go from the bottom actually. So maybe that would be around 76,000, maybe higher. I don't know, guys. You need to let me know. Do we break from, do you put the distance from the top or the bottom? I mean, I could Google this, but if you guys know, would you go up from that, or would you consider this a bull flag? And then it would be something like this. From the top? All right, well, if you go the distance from the top, guys, that brings us up to around $85,000. So if we break up from this pattern, guys, you should be bullish. We found support here. So if we come up, and we test it again and we break it, guys, we are on the way to $85,000. That is super bullish. Again, I'd hate for this to happen. If it did happen, if we break, guys, write this number down. If we break support at 58,757, it could get bad. We could come down and test the 40-week moving average. But guys, that's not really bearish. That's actually bullish. It's healthy for the market. If we come down and we test the 20-week around 45,000, wherever that is, then we'll continue to push higher and go to the moon. So again, it is a possibility. Worst case scenario, I don't see it happening, especially with the dollar collapsing. It's possible if we break 58,757, we will test the 20-week. But guys, just buy there. It's super bullish if that happens because that's a healthy correction before going higher. But this is Bitcoin, guys. Institutional money's jumping in. They want to make us all rich. So it's more than likely what's going to happen is we're going to continue to hold support. We're going to come up here, just blow through this resistance and head to $85,000. But guys, it gets even more bullish than that. So I'm going to just extend this over. We don't need my Twitter anymore. So this was the peak of the bull run chart, guys. I created this chart on, well, it was a while back. I published this on November 23rd, 2019. I just want to show you how this played out since I published it. This was these are the halvings right here. This was our peak in 2017. So notice how I have this marked off right here. All right. So this is where I was saying this is going to hit 300,000 in December, around roughly December 2021, which I think we're still on track to do that. But watch how this plays out. I mean, look how close that is. We're on par. Look at that. This was the ghosted bars I had right here. Guys, Bitcoin is going so high, it is going to blow your mind. But look how this played out from this point on. You know, we came down. Yeah, we came down a bit. We dropped. We dropped about what, 63%, but that's peanuts compared to how much we pushed up. But notice we pushed up. We rode up this point. You know, we found some rejection here, and now we're above this ring, which is actually super bullish. We got rejected. We pushed above it, found support. So guys, right here, I'll show you the actual chart. This is my original chart. But this is around December 2021. We hit 300,000. Guys, it gets better than that. So I'm going to show you, this is the chart. I do have a video where I made this chart. So guys, these are the peaks. This is our peak in December 2013. Take note, every one of these peaks are in December. The next peak is coming up very soon. This is December 27th right here. If you go back and watch that video, just go into YouTube, do a search for peak of the next bull run. I have two of them, my original one and the 2.0. But if you'll notice, our peak is right here in 2013, December. Peak 2017, a December. Peak, the next peak I'm calling for 300,000 is in December of 2021. Guys, the next peak for $5 million. I'm going to show you the exact date and the exact price. So guys, you know me, I like circles. So I'm gonna put some circles on the screen, show you how I found this. You can watch the original video. So what I did was I come from the peak right here, and I come to our next peak right here. And notice what happens when I do that. Well, this is the first one, all right? So it doesn't really make sense now. But if you'll notice, watch what happens. So watch what happens when I do the next. So this is the next projected peak. Actually, I need to change this. So this is orange and this is yellow. So watch what happens when I come. So this right here, I'm going from this peak right here to this peak right here. And notice that right here on this 0.618, you get this orange ring right here. This is where I'm saying our peak's going to be. So if I do another one, now watch what happens when I do this, guys. This is amazing, the confluence we get here. This is why I believe we're going to hit $5 million on the date I'm about to give you. So if I do another one and I come from this peak right here, watch what happens. I'm going to come from this peak to our projected peak right here. Notice what happens with this orange ring. See this orange ring right down here? Let me just highlight this and make this white. Guys, this is important stuff. I'm excited, guys. We're going to go so friggin' high. We're all going to get so rich. It is going to be insane. So right here, all I do is I go to this projected peak on this 0.618 coming from this peak. And notice what happens. This orange ring right here, right where I have this white fib circle, or this white brush you can see right here, it matches up completely. We get a top right here. So again, this is how I got the projected peak of 300,000. This is when Citibank stole my chart, and they said that we were headed to 300,000. Guys, I was the first one to come up with this. I think Citibank signed up to get access to my charts. It's understandable because how accurate they are. So guys, this is where you're looking at right now. This is your price target right now. So again, $333,000 is going to be your first upside target, and that is going to be in December, guys. All of our peaks are in December. Okay, get that, understand that. Every 4 years. So December 2021, do not miss it. $333,000, guys. You do not want to miss it. Doesn't matter when you buy in. If you buy in at 50,000 or 60,000, it does not matter. When it hits $333,000, you can kick yourself for not being in. So it does not matter when you buy in. The point is you just want to be in, okay? This is not financial advice, but don't be stupid, people. You're going to miss out on a lot of money. So now, this is where I'm showing you. Notice right here, this orange ring was right here at the 0.618. Look where this orange ring is here, right at this 0.618 in this line. So guys, this is going to be our next peak. We're going to hit $5 million. Actually, it's going to be, let me make this thicker, guys. I mean, we are all going to have Lamborghinis. It does not matter. You can have them custom made, guys. Whatever car you want. You can have 5 Lamborghinis. Right here. This is the date, guys. Right here is the date. December 22nd, 2025, guys. Write this down. Your first target, December 27th, 2021, $333,000. And right here, guys, this is the next orange ring right at this fib channel line. This is another December 2025. The price is going to be, are you ready for this? I'm going to make this big so you can see this. Bam, right there. 500, hold on. This is such a big number, I can't even read it. $5,442,712.90. Give or take a few cents. So guys, that's what's happening. That's how it's going to play out. Now, it is possible. I did tell you, yes, it is possible. I hate to be a bearer of bad news, but bull with me for a minute, guys. It is possible that, yes, we could push up, get rejected, and just, who cares if we drop 30 or 40%? Does not matter. We are going to go to 300,000 and then 5 million. Does not matter where you buy. You can buy here, it's still a good buy. If you buy down here, it's peanuts. It doesn't really matter. The point is, be in, don't miss out. But it is a possibility we test a 20-week. That usually happens in a bull run. Just want to let you know that's a possibility, guys. But yeah, we are on track. First to hit our target at 333,000. And who cares? If we hit 333,000 and it comes back down, and let's say it tests, I don't know, 20,000, don't sell. Maybe buy the dip because we're coming back up to $5 million. So that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. As long as you're in, you're making money. Never sell. Never, ever sell. Once you sell, you've lost money. So again, I'm just saying stay in. So what do you think, guys? Do you think we're going to hit 333,000 on December 27, 2021 and then hit 5 million on the 15th of December 2025? I mean, the charts show it. It's right here in the chart. There's no friggin' way all of these fib circles would match up so perfectly if that wasn't the case. Well, you don't have to believe me. It's in the charts, all right? It's in the charts. So far, this chart has been dead on accurate. You have to understand, guys. I mean, I'm showing you how accurate these charts are. This chart right here called the bottom. Look at this. This is published on November 23rd, 2019. Not only did this chart show us how high we would go, it also nailed the bottom. Look at this. This fib circle was created just like I showed you right here when I was creating these fib circles. This nailed the bottom. Look at this. When we came down, we touched the bottom perfectly. How could I have found this bottom using a projected peak of $330,000 in December 2021 without this being accurate? That shows me that this chart is completely accurate and we're headed to $5.5 million. Yeah, well, come on, guys. You know that you do know inflation is coming, right? Inflation is coming. Bitcoin's a hedge against the U.S. dollar. If the U.S. dollar collapses, why would Bitcoin not go to $5 million? Bitcoin is going to help you save your money. It's a store of value. Yeah, I know. I'm super, super smart. So again, you already know where we're headed. It's kind of pointless to trade. If some of you use leverage, I don't know why you would. All you need to do is just be in Bitcoin and then ride it up and be super rich. Some of you might want to be greedy and play this on the way up for the small bounces. I think that's stupid, but if you do want to do that, guys, then use these charts because you can see how accurate they've been. I mean, look at this. We've been respecting this orange. Look at this orange fib circle, guys. Look how this works. And I'll give you some price targets too. For some of you that $39 a month is going to break the bank for you, which is amazing. People trade Bitcoin. They say $39, that's insane. Yeah, if that's too much money, guys, you probably shouldn't be trading Bitcoin in the first place. But notice we found support on this orange ring. We broke it, came down to this orange ring. It was support right here, support, resistance, support. We were underneath it. We got a pump to this orange ring, and now we're riding up this orange ring. So your resistance above that we've almost tested twice, guys. Write these numbers down, because later you're going to be like, holy shit, that was accurate as hell. So right here, guys, your resistance above, make sure you can read this, 61,458. That is your resistance above on the A1 chart. If we drop, your major support below is going to be right down here around 55,200, and we have been respecting this ring right here. Notice that we kind of write down it as, hold on guys, we come down, we write it as support, right? So if we come down, this could be a support level for getting a bounce. So again, these are targets to pay attention to. I hope these are big enough where you can see them. So your resistance above 61,500. If we come down and keep testing this ring, potentially 57,515 and 55,113. So let's look at this chart, guys. This chart has been dead on accurate. When we came down, look where we found support, right here. Let me make these big. I want to make sure you can see these because this is a big deal. So big labels for a big deal. So look, we came down, we found perfect support right here. 58,464. We pushed up, we got rejected at 60,436. We came down, we found support on this trend line right here. This has been very strong support. So you know if we come down, a very strong support level to hold is 59,822. Your current resistance right now, guys, is right here at 60,346 and 23 cents. If we push up, you can see we've been getting rejected by this trend line here at 60,901. You push up, it's very possible we could get topped out at 61,614. Temporarily, guys, it only goes up from here. You get little small retraces. If we do come down, a very strong support level to catch a nice bounce at 59,108. I'm on the mic so I can kill this. Let's go to this next chart. Guys, this is important. Now, I'm not being bearish. I'm just being realistic. It is possible that we can move down this, but this is a gift, guys. Every time Bitcoin drops, it is a gift to you. So do not miss your chance out on these gifts. It is not often you get a chance to buy cheaper. But this chart is a magical chart to show you where these gifts take place. And I gave it to you back here. I'm on the small time frame, but again, every time we hit one of these downward angle fib channel lines, you get rejected right here. Make this really bright so you can see it. Super bright, super big, right here. This was a gift line, guys. Right here is a gift line. You had a chance to buy 30% cheaper. So what I'm saying is it's very possible this is the last gift you're going to get for a while. We could possibly get rejected like last time. Come down maybe 10%. This is going to be very strong support right here. So again, this could be a gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving, guys. Get rejected. I know it sucks. We wanted to go higher, but again, it gives you a chance to buy cheaper. So if it comes down, just pay attention to this line, guys, right here. Pay attention to this line. As soon as we break this line, we're getting closer to the moon. But until then, you can have a series of gifts possibly. And then once we cross this, take your gift and be happy. Yeah, guys. Super bullish, super excited. No, I'm telling you, this chart shows that we are on track. We're already halfway there, guys, and we're hitting the point sooner. Look, we're pushing up. We're almost to my first target. We're on the way there. How the narration took a U-turn, guys. If the dollar does not collapse and the markets tank, then all of this will not come to fruition. But we know the dollar is going to collapse. We know the markets are going to continue to put in new all-time highs. Bitcoin is correlated with the U.S. markets. The dollar is going to tank. Bitcoin's a hedge against the U.S. dollar. Use common sense, guys. Use your brain. Use that noodle. I know it's hard for some of you, but if the dollar tanks, Bitcoin's going to go higher. The dollar's going to tank, so Bitcoin will go higher. That's why Grayscale's buying in for their investors, because Bitcoin's better than gold. It makes perfect sense. You guys do agree with that, right? Bitcoin is a hedge against the U.S. dollar. Dollar tanks. That's what Bitcoin is made for. It can't be inflated. There's a limited supply. So that's why you hop into Bitcoin, to protect your money. If you're in the dollar, you're going to lose everything. I mean, you're going to have to spend, what, $5,000 to buy a loaf of bread? You saw what happened in Venezuela. That is the purpose of Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created to protect your money. So buy into Bitcoin now before you lose everything. If you're in cash, you're just asking for You're just asking to lose everything. This is not financial advice, guys. Again, this is just common sense. But again, if you do want to trade it on the way up and the way down, guys, I give you a way to do this. If you want to be greedy, you know, grab a few thousand here, a few thousand there. That's what I help you do. If you're hodling, you don't even need to watch videos. Just buy in, be in Bitcoin. Because it's only going up. Yeah, we'll have little dips. That's what they are, the little gifts. Buy the little gifts and go higher. That's it. But if you want to trade and be greedy, then join me. Get access to the charts. I'll help you do that. I'll show you these points. This is the point you get rejected. I mean, it's peanuts. Yeah, you can come down and buy 3 or 4% cheaper. I enjoy doing that. Some other people do. It is high leverage. But yeah, it's kind of silly in the wider scheme of things since we're headed to $5 million. But I do give you a way to do it, guys. I give you a way to do it. So again, for $39 a month, you get access to Bitcoin's altcoins, precious metals, our Discord, and you get access to my Twitter. Again, it's $39 a month. If you want stocks, that is separate. I have tutorials teaching you my method, guys. If you want to create these charts for yourself, it is kind of fun. At least it'll show you how I create these charts. I have a lot of altcoins and precious metal charts. But guys, that's it. Pay attention to these targets right here. So if we push up, guys, 61,467. It's going to be resistance. We come down. Watch 57,569. Very strong support. This is an incredible gift. 55,164. If you get a chance for that gift and you miss out, I mean, that's just going to be horrible. So don't miss that gift, guys. There might be a couple gifts on this chart, on the B1 chart. Your closest gift is 59,822. A fantastic gift would be 59,108. And then we'll push up to potentially 60,901 and 61,614. This chart, guys, I think this is going to be the most giving chart ever. I think this is a point, guys, where we will get potentially rejected. But once we cross this, just like this ring, once we cross this ring, we got to pump. I'm telling you, once we push above this red line, you better take in all your gifts and be ready because, guys, we are off to the moon. There's going to be two moons. There's a $300,000 moon and there's a $5 million moon. So obviously when we get to that $300,000 moon, it's up to you if you want to take your profit. I say just stay in and buy the dips, guys. Just buy the dips. Never sell. Never sell. Hodl all the way. Yeah, well, good riddance, Moon Knight. I'm just trying to show you what's up. So again, guys, if you want to access these charts, you know the deal. Just look in the description. Do you have any questions? He puts it out there, not copying anyone. Hey, I'm just telling you how it is. Yeah, 300,000 is very possible. I mean, guys, look at this chart. It's right here. This is the target I gave. I published this on right here, November 23rd, 2019. Price was right here. If I hit play, look where price is now. We are halfway there. This chart has been dead on accurate. We are on track to hit 300,000. When that hits that target, you will understand why we're going to hit 5 million soon. Yeah, I think you can buy anything. You can buy all the altcoins. You can buy Bitcoin because if Bitcoin continues up, the altcoins are going to help pump it up. So yeah, buy everything. Buy XRP. Every coin that comes up, buy it. Doesn't matter the price you buy it either. If we get 1 month, then we want to upgrade to the lifetime. Do we have to pay for the full lifetime amount? Well, if you just paid for 1 month and you're only, let's say, 1 week into it, then I will deduct that from the lifetime amount. If you're already 3 weeks into your 1 month, then yeah, you got to pay full price. I think that's fair. But yeah, if you just want to test it out, sign up for 1 month. But if you want access to stocks, tutorials, and never have to pay again, then do the lifetime. No, guys, Optiart, you have it all wrong. We all know inflation is coming. Do I sound drunk? Am I slurring my words? Everybody here knows how accurate my charts are. Even the trolls that hate me and give me crap, they come here because they know when I give price targets, they're to the damn dollar. So they hate because sometimes I'm bearish, but they do know that my targets are accurate. So they keep coming back. Even though they're trolls, they want to know those price targets because they're those people that use leverage and they want to know when to get in, when to get out. Nobody gives you targets to the dollar like I do, especially in uncharted territory. I mean, guys, I showed you right here in this tweet. I mean, this is right here. This is a tweet, guys. I can't change this. Right here. It says right here, I'd like to point out. Look at this. I'll make it big so you can see it. I'd like to point out the C1 chart. We're coming up on the next downward angled fib channel line. Lines from the same fib channel are marked off by red trend lines. Notice first one was resistance for a while. Second one briefly. We're coming up on the next one right here. This is the one I was talking about. If we pushed up, we would get rejected right here, just like we did over here, over here. That will happen here. And guys, look what happened. It played out exactly as I said. So if you want to find points too short and long, that is why people get these charts, guys, because I give you points too short and too long. Look at this. It hit it and got rejected. Let me get rid of this. I gave you 2 perfect points, too short and long. You come up on this yellow ring. I said it's going to move down the ring. As soon as you cross it, you get a pump. How much of a pump did we get? We got a pump of, look, it goes all the way up there. We got a pump of 10%. So had you been following me, paying attention, as soon as we crossed this yellow ring, you could have made 10% profit. And now I'm telling you, you're going to get a gift because of this magical red line, this fib channel line right here that we pushed up. I said we hit it, we would get rejected. We did. So we're going to start coming down, and you're going to be able to buy cheaper before we go higher. So if you follow me, you get these points to potentially buy cheaper. Well, again, if you're trading, if you're just trying to trade, make a few bucks here and there, then that's what you'd use these charts for. But yeah, it's headed to $5 million. So if you want to hodl to the top, just do that. I mean, who cares if you make $5 million? Who really cares if you have an extra $5,000 or $6,000? It seems kind of silly to me. Some people find it fun, you know, just to try to trade it on the way up. So yeah, you can make a few extra dollars playing support and resistance that have been proven to be accurate. But yeah, if you $5 million, what, an extra 5,000 on top of that, who gives a crap? What, you don't believe that we're going to hit $5 million in 2000, what was it, 25? The chart shows that. The chart shows we're going to hit 330,000 in December 2021. How likely is it to go to 55,000? Again, that could be the gift right here. This line will be the gift. And I showed you that back here. I mean, in this, look. I mean, this is really small, but look what happened when we hit this fib channel line here. We came down 30%. If we hit this one, it was a slight resistance, we got a pump. That's what I'm saying. We'll get a slight resistance here. As soon as you break this one, you'll get a pump. That's what these are for. They're points to watch. You hit it, you get rejected. You hit it, get rejected. Hit it, get rejected. Pushed above it. It was just to liquidate some shorts. Pushed up, came back down, and then we got rejected twice, and then we got a pump. Notice we got rejected here, then we got a pump. It was support. So again, once we pushed above this, expect a pump. Again, that's what I give you, points to watch for. Yeah, I think hodling's your best bet. And it doesn't matter if it crashes, because eventually it's going to push back up. I mean, don't let them scare you. You know, don't have weak hands. Even if it drops down, I know this is silly. Even if somehow they pumped up the dollar, it'd be totally fake. It is going to crash. But let's just say they pushed the dollar up. It kept pushing up. Let's say that the impossible happens and the stock market crashes. Worst case scenario, Bitcoin crashes at $10,000. Don't sell right now or sell on the way down. Yeah, you've lost, 80% of what you had, but you're going to get it all back. Who cares if you would have sold at the top, bought 80% cheaper, and then increased your portfolio? Just take whatever leftover money you have. If you have like $20 or $50 on the side because you're already all in Bitcoin, use that $50 to buy into Bitcoin when it drops down to $10,000. And it'll be some amount when it goes back up. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm telling you how to play Bitcoin. These charts are for swing trading, guys. I mean, we're headed to, potentially 300,000 and 5 million. So it doesn't really matter what you do. As long as you're in, you're making money. If you're not in, you're losing money. But if you want to be greedy and make a few extra bucks here and there, that's what these charts are for. Well, I'm just telling you guys, the chart shows $5 million in 2025, so I hope you write that down. let me just ask you guys. Do you think the dollar is going to collapse? Yes or no? The US dollar. Do you think inflation is coming and the US dollar is going to tank? I think as long as you're below this red line, I think if we break above this, expect a pump. This is a C1 chart. As long as we're below this red line, I'm expecting us to push down. As soon as we cross this, I expect a pump. The same thing with this yellow ring. We push down it. Once we cross it, we got a pump. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, there you go. And look, I can show you this on a chart. Let me load this chart up, guys. This spells it out for you. Right here. Guys, this is all you need to know. Look, again, I've showed this before. The dollar was coming down, right? Bitcoin pushed up 2,500% while the dollar was coming down. Now the Feds, they did something. They made it look like the dollar was bullish. They were pushing it up for whatever reasons. That caused Bitcoin to crash. Well, not crash. We got a gift of 83% cheaper. And then the same thing happened over here. The dollar started coming down. Look how much Bitcoin pushed up, 1,474%. So obviously you can see Bitcoin is inversely correlated with the US dollar. So right now you can see dollar was pushing up, but look, the dollar is coming down. The dollar tried to push up, but it failed because of all of these stimulus packages getting released in the US. So the dollar can't make it any higher. So if the dollar dropped 13%, causing Bitcoin to push up 1,474%, imagine, guys, when the dollar comes down. Imagine when the dollar drops another, I don't know, let's see. If it comes down another 13%. So if the dollar already dropped 13%, pushing Bitcoin up 1,474%, if the dollar drops again, coming down another 13 to 14%, guys, that is going to send Bitcoin. Let's just test it. So let's see. So 13% pushes up 1,474%. So let's just do another 1,474%. If we drop 13%, guys, that's going to push Bitcoin up to $77,000, $80,000. That is totally on par with that target I gave you above when we break to the upside. The dollar is going to tank. Bitcoin's going to push up. Nah, the dollar's done, guys. I mean, $3 trillion here, $2 trillion there. That damn slow Joe, he's killing everything. So, yeah, the dollar's done for, guys. So Bitcoin is going to save us from losing everything we have. Yeah, I think the stock market's going to continue up. All of that free money they're pumping into the markets. Awesome. If you do sign up to my charts, again, make sure you email me through the contact page. I will send you the Discord invite link, and I will also send you the instructions to follow me on Twitter because my Twitter is private. But again, guys, this is just showing you that Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar. So again, if the dollar is coming down, Bitcoin's going up. And you can see how much of a correlation we've already had. So if the dollar continues to collapse, Bitcoin is going to the moon. That is why we're going to hit 300,000 in December of 2021. And that's why we're going to hit 5 million in December of 2025. I mean, it's in the charts. The charts don't lie. And we know that the dollar is going to collapse because of all the stimulus money. Yeah, I have a gold chart. I don't have a gold versus BTC chart. But guys, that's all I want to tell you, all right? Go back and rewind the stream. I went over the calls I made. The point is if you're just hodling, just hodl, guys. Just hodl. If you want to trade this on the way up and down, the way up and the way down, and you want to have exact targets to the dollar, yeah, if you want to make a few thousand dollars on the way up, on the way down. I mean, Bitcoin's making $1,000 moves a day. So, yeah, I'm making about $1,000 every day making trades. I mean, it's pennies compared to $5 million in a few years. But if you want to also, make money trading this on the way up and down, sign up to the charts, guys. It's right here. OpticalArtCrypto.com. Bitcoin charts, altcoin charts, stocks, precious metals, Discord. You get all of that. It's kind of fun to trade, but again, as long as you're in, you're good. If you're out, you're just missing out on a lot of gains. And if you're in the dollar, you're just asking for trouble, guys. If you're in the US dollar, I mean, pretty soon, you know, again, a cup of coffee is going to cost you $75, $100. It's just ridiculous. People are going to be buying coffee with Bitcoin soon. It'll take a long time for you to get your coffee, but at least it'll be cheaper. What other altcoins should I invest in that will give me lots of gains? It doesn't matter. Every altcoin's safe. Because all the altcoins, you can follow Bitcoin. Categories. But yeah, I don't need to repeat myself, guys. Just pay attention. Just like I said before, the dollar continues down, Bitcoin's going to go up. I'm super bullish on Bitcoin because I'm super bearish on the dollar. Again, these are just targets. If you just want to swing trade, guys, it's kind of pointless. I think you should just stay in and hodl. That's your best bet. These are your current price targets. You want to take a screenshot, write these down. You see how accurate they are. They've been accurate. They will continue to be accurate. That's how I make my charts. This is, again, pay attention. Once we push above this red line right here, this is where we're going to get closer to the moon. Do pay attention to this, guys. I know you don't want to hear that it's possible we could drop, but this is Bitcoin. You know, it can it has surprises along the way. It is possible that you could get, this will be the last most amazing gift Bitcoin will ever give us, guys. I'm telling you. If we break up from this, then yes, we're probably headed to $80,000. But it is possible that this does not hold right here. And again, write this down. If we break 59,000, roughly 59,000, we're coming down to test this. If this breaks, this is the last gift you will ever receive. 40K. I'm not kidding about that. If we come down and test around $41,000, $44,000, buy, guys. Not financial advice. This is the point, the lowest point Bitcoin will ever go again before pushing up. It might not come down and test this target. It might just continue to push up. That makes more sense. But if we do come down, don't miss around 41,000 to 44,000 because that will be the last gift you get. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to help. But guys, that's it until the next video. Again, if you want to access these charts, it's let me give you the link, guys, just in case you want to subscribe. So you click on subscribe, guys. Here's the options: $39 a month for Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, Discord, and Twitter. Stocks is $59 a month. If you want to get tutorials to watch how I create these charts, I have 5 tutorials showing you that. But if you do want to get lifetime, hit the contact page, send me an email, say you're interested in lifetime. It's $2.99. That way you make a one-time payment, you get access to everything, never have to pay again. But here's the link, guys, if you want to subscribe. And if you want to contact me through the contact page, I'm sure you can click the button. But if you're lazy, I'll just send you the link right now. You can just send me contact. Just contact me through the email. Yeah, I'm not checking gold. I'll make a video maybe later. But just want to make sure I let you know, you guys know that ultimately we're headed to 5 million. And if you want to play this on the way up and down, use my charts. I'm out, guys. Peace.